back in. I don't know if this is the right spot, but we're gonna do it. We're getting out of here. So I love having the air suspension. I'm just gonna put that out there. I was getting sick of the bags for a while there because I'm not using them. Well, now that I'm pulling the trailers, I was able to just put those legs down, and since the battery was dead in the trailer itself, I would have had to use a jump pack, but I put the legs down all the way, dropped the air suspension, and was able to pull out. So super happy about that. We are getting out of here. We're going home and I can finally edit a video. I need to go over the numbers with you guys because we made a little bit less than we were expecting this week because I had to turn down a load. It would have been like 5 and some change, but because of my time schedule, I couldn't do the run to New Mexico that I had, so I had to just settle with the Ohio to Maryland, keep going back and forth. So I mean, it's not bad. I still made money, but wait till March and then I'll be able to take loads like that. But I wouldn't have even gotten home by Friday at that case. So but yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, I do have to be home every Friday until March rolls around, and then I'll be going out on the road for 2.5 weeks at a time, and then a week to a week and a half back home. So I'll still have plenty of time to spend with my son. Alright, so I figure on my way home would be the perfect time to go over the loads that I did this week. Now mind you, I only did 2 loads this week, okay? Oof. Fucking Maryland sucks. So I only did 2 loads this week. It was Monday into Tuesday, and then Wednesday into Thursday, which is today. And now I'm going home. I'm going to have a 3-day weekend. Tomorrow I do have a lot of errands to run, so I will be spending a little bit more on the fuel bill. I gotta pull a dump trailer around and get some stuff moved out, storage unit, you know, fun stuff. But that's not the point. So the loads that we were supposed to do, I'm gonna go over that first. The loads I was supposed to do would have been the Ohio to Maryland, which would have been $1,000, and then Pennsylvania to New Mexico, that was a $2,200 run, and then it would have been New Mexico up to, it was either Virginia or North Carolina, depends on which one I would have went with, and then I would have came home. But the problem was, I said pause. The problem was I wasn't able to do that on my time frame because by the time I was dropping in Maryland, it was already too late. They didn't, I don't think I dropped until Tuesday. So it was really bad. So I did that, then I went home on Tuesday, but because I was only 2 hours away, but I decided to get the labels. I already had the labels, I just haven't put them on. I have a couple more things to add to the labels, so those are coming in the mail. Hopefully they're here today or tomorrow. So that's, I kind of ran a couple of errands while because I was nowhere near running out of time on my logbook. So now, that was the loads that I was supposed to run. That would have netted me, I believe, I'd like to say it was damn close to about $5 grand. I'd like to say it was close because 3,200, yeah, no, that would have been, now that my math's fucked up, that would have been over $5 grand. Now, I don't have the miles to run because I'm not gonna do that off the top of my head. But, so this week, the 2 loads that I had done, so the first one I did in Ohio to Maryland. Let me see, it was a 36-foot bumper pull, and it was a $1,000 COD. So $1,000 for the first one, and then it was $1,000 for the second one. So that's $2 grand that I grossed this week, minus all the fuel expenses and everything. I'll have to go and figure out what I spent on that, because I do have all the receipts, but I don't know. So $2 grand is what I made. I would like to say in total this week. I'm just gonna try to give an educated guess at this one. I'd like to say total that I drove, because 560 plus 560 on top of the miles out there. I'd like to say I drove a little over 2,000 miles So all in all, that's what I got this week. The first couple weeks up until March, I'm not going to be making a ton of money. It's once March hits, once I go full time, I do want to see what they're telling me that I'll make a week, but until then, I'm not going to hold them to it because I have to turn down loads that otherwise would have grossed me that $5,000 this week. Now, mind you, when I had my own authority, I grossed $5,600 one week, and that was it. Every other week, it was in between $2,000 and $4,000, and that was about my average. I saw that $5,000 week one time. So now, from what I understand, is rates are a little higher right now than they were back when I was running. So that's good. We'll see where the consistency's at. Hopefully it does pick up a little bit in March, but it seems like they have no problem keeping me loaded through the week, and I am still able to come home on Fridays, which is very nice. So I am super ready to start hitting it full bore though. 2.5 weeks out on the road. I gotta go get the generator fixed, so that's another thing I gotta do tomorrow. All right, so I went over, I got all the receipts for this week specifically, so I know exactly how much I spent, and the grand total for those miles was $482.76 out of $2,000. So the fact that nothing broke on the truck, which I had a thermostat beforehand, but like nothing actually broke. I didn't need to spend any money other than like a thermostat, which was like 15 bucks. So I mean, I guess you could say that I've been doing 500 bucks. So 1,500 after fuel, and then now I go ahead and do all my expenses for my other stuff, but fuel is the main one. So that's what I made this week. That's not too bad. Now, obviously, I set money aside for taxes. I set money aside for like other things. So most of my money I try to throw into savings that I keep. So that way, it's just always there. But yeah, not too bad. So there you go. You guys wanted to see what fuel, the receipts, you know, subtracted that. I didn't have any maintenance to do. Things doing great. I do need to do ball joints when I get back. But I don't know, because tomorrow's going to be a long day, so I have no idea if I'll even have time. But I will at least rotate the tires sometime when I get back. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other ideas for me to do, let me know. But in the meantime, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Have a good one.